and right now it's 2:22, so I guess we're meant to be here. Why does the light look weird? Oh no! Oh no, 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 oh no. So I went to a wedding and then my phone was in my bag and I don't have a screen protector, so now my camera has a little crack in it. Babri. That is not good. Also, I've never actually cracked my screen before, I don't think. I don't know. Have I? Maybe, but not for a very long time. I have no idea how it cracked. It was in my bag and now everything is just looking so weird. That is so weird. Oh geez. Well, I guess it makes it very trippy. It's so warm. This is my sister's, but I'm really thirsty, so I don't know whether I should drink it. It's kombucha. I'd heard about kombucha. I saw a video of this lady and she was drinking kombucha. I used to watch her. What's her name? Her name, can't remember. But yes, this has adaptogens in it with ginseng and vitamin C. I really want to drink it. Should I drink it? I don't know. Don't know. I just can't get over my thing. I was just gonna leave it and not fix it because I just thought whatever, but I feel like I may need to go get it fixed. In fact, my sister actually learned how to fix phones, so maybe she will fix it for me. It's just been such a long time since I've been on live and I've missed it, which is really interesting because oh shit. It's really interesting because I recently deleted Instagram and TikTok, not my accounts, but just the app itself, because I wanted a little bit of free time. Not free time, I wanted just a digital detox, I guess, from the two things and just see how well I fare without them. Not that I'm really obsessed with them, but I think it just really makes a difference when, you know, you're not in that habitual scrolling kind of thing. So yeah, it's my first day. It's going well. I guess I'm gonna get to learn a lot about myself. I think this journey is not the same as this suit. I don't think it's the same color. No, it's not. Oh my god. There's basically two suits that are, there's one this color and there's one this color, and now I think I mean, to be honest, I don't think you can really tell. It's more of a green. Hi everybody. Oh wow. So yeah, if my screen looks a bit weird and you can see waves and stuff, no, you're not tripping out. I cracked my phone recently at a wedding. I have no idea how. Maybe from my bag. Boom, smash. It's not that bad though. I don't have a screen protector. But honestly, I used to have insurance on my phone and I got rid of it recently because I was just thinking, I don't really need it. My phone's always fine. And then next thing you know, she cracks the screen. So here we are. I don't know. We'll see if I feel like getting it fixed. Hi, Bikash. Good afternoon. How are you? I've been watching this guy called Guru Pashupati. And I really have learned so much from him, especially when it comes to men and women and how, you know, men and women are very different, right? We are kind of yin and yang. And I feel like there's this thing where, you know, this like concept of equality. But I think this concept of equality and feminism came from a time where it's a survival mechanism almost. I'm good, thank you. Said hi. Hi, Sally. You know, it's from a survival mechanism and it's not accurate because I feel like you can't really have my name is Priya Ayush. Hi Richard. Yeah, what was I saying? You can't have equality when two things are different. The thing is, what you want is the same value, right? Women wanted to be valued just as much as men wanted to be valued, were being valued in the patriarchal society in which they were living in. But I feel like it's more about equity rather than equality, because equity is taking that thing and then looking at the needs of that thing itself, that person, that thing, that group, and then going from there, rather than, you know, bunching them together and being like they're the same. We're obviously not the same. I mean, I don't know if you guys have read into medical and scientific research. I was reading this book called Eve, and it was talking about how in most medical research they research on the men rather than the women, because they just assume men and women to be the same. Also, it's easier to just do experimentation on men because they don't have to consider all the different hormones that women have, right? Women have periods, and different hormone changes, etc. So most of society is built for men by men, and it doesn't really take into account the needs of women. And in what Guru Pashupati, what's my name, where are you from? My name is Priya and I'm from England. And yeah, Guru Pashupati was talking about how we can be in relation together as men and women in a healthy way, and that would be respect, right? If you don't respect someone, you do not value them. So respect is very important, because respect equals value. It just happens naturally. So respect comes when for a woman, respect from a man to a woman would be a man respects a woman's wisdom, right? Her intuition, her sensitivity, her ability to feel different frequencies, and be attuned to them. Like a woman's hi Rick, I know it's been a while, but I'm here. Oh, thank you, Jason. I love you. That's my brother. But yeah, it's a man respecting a woman's wisdom rather than thinking, oh, she's just making things up, oh my god, she's just too emotional, she's too sensitive. Because if you can't respect a woman's wisdom, you don't respect the woman. And if you don't respect the woman, you can't be aroused by a woman that you don't respect. And he was really interesting, Guru Pashupati. He was saying how, the lady was asking him on the podcast about why rapes happen, why group rapes happen and stuff like that. And he was saying that it happens when men hate women. Men hate women. They can't be aroused by women. That's why they use different things. I know this is being really graphic, but I just feel like it's important to talk about these things. These are issues, that are happening in our lives back home for me. So even here, like they're happening everywhere, right? So there are things that are important to discuss. But yeah, when men don't respect women, that's when harm towards women comes. That's where they want to violate women. It's because they don't have purpose. So a man needs to be in his purpose. Only then will a woman truly respect him. And respect for a man, I know, is the biggest thing, right? You have to want to be you want to be respected as a man, of course, naturally. And if you can't get respect from a woman, it's because you're not living in your purpose. You don't have discipline. You're not sure of where you're going. And it's so true. I'd never thought about this before. But like I said, I went to a wedding recently, and it was over friends, and there were many men, like boys that I'd gone to school with, that I hadn't seen in years, that I was talking with. And then a lot of them, I just don't feel like I recognized that they weren't living in their purpose. Maybe that's just me making a judgment. But I don't know. I feel like someone who's in their purpose, you can sense it. They walk differently. They talk differently. Their energy is very different. And I feel like I didn't sense that. Maybe I missed it. It could be the case. But now I can discern, and now that's something I look for. Like, you want to be with someone who, if you're a woman looking for a partner, in a male, then you want a man who's in his purpose, who knows why he's here, who knows the direction in which he wants his life to go, in the bigger kind of way in which he's serving his community. Because that's why obviously we're here to experience things, but there's a bigger purpose as to why we're here. And okay, it's interesting, because purpose can be life is kind of meaningless, but still I think you can make your own purpose. And I feel like for me, for example, my purpose here is to express my creativity in a way, obviously express my creativity, but then also be able to do it, or maybe use it in a way that can help the greater community. Because if we're helping the greater community, we're helping ourselves, right? We are part of the community. We are the community. So when you help others, you're just helping yourself, which is great because you're making your environment beautiful. You're creating harmony and compassion and kindness in your community, which is something that's really healthy and we all want. But yeah, those are the differences. So a man needs to respect a woman's wisdom, and then he respects the woman, which is important. And then women need to women respect purpose in a man. So if you're a man and you don't yet have a purpose in your life, you're kind of just ambling through life, you don't have a bigger vision for your life, then that's something that I guess you can look into. I can also tell you the name of the guru that I learned this from. I really like him. He's very calm. He's very in tune with his feminine energy, and I feel like that's really important. I think it's really important to have a balance between your feminine and your masculine energy. Good morning, beautiful lady. I'm from San Diego, California, USA. I work now at Southwest Airlines. Hi, Ricardo. How are you? Hola. Buenos dias. I don't know if it's morning there. It's not morning here either, to be honest. I hope you're well. How is everybody doing? Obviously, everybody probably missed me. I'm good. I'm just letting you know that if the camera looks a bit weird and the lights are being weird, and I mean, to be honest, it looks really cool. I feel like I'm being reflected, and if anything, it's kind of showing you life. I don't know if... Hi, Pratham. I don't know if you guys ever... Are you watching me? Are you watching me? Shall I shout you out? Shout out, Alicia. It's just my sisters. They're watching me on TV. You look amazing. Thank you. Women really sense men with purpose and choose to want who to talk, approach. You know, I think before I wasn't aware of this about the importance of purpose. I kind of wasn't, because I was aware of it, but I wasn't really actively dating men who were in their purpose, I guess. But for me, what I find really attractive is if a man who is doing his thing, he's mastered his craft, and he's doing something which serves humanity, which serves the greater community. I think that is so incredibly important. It says everything about you. It genuinely does, because that's something that I'm doing, you know. That's something I'd want in a partner. I want to be doing that together, and if you're not doing that, then I guess we're not meant to be, kind of thing. Because I feel like that's why, you know, I was gonna say that's why we're here on earth, but I'll retract that. I'll say I think that's something really important for all of us. We're social creatures. We live in communities. We should be looking out for each other. I think business can be done in a way where it's a win-win for both of you, and it's not you're taking, you know, one person's winning. Hi Keshav, how are you? You finally caught me on live, huh? But let me just turn it this way, because it's really uncomfortable, but it's okay. I'll be uncomfortable for you guys. I'm kind of bending my spine. But yeah, I think, you know, we should all live in a way in which we... Oh, thank you. I know, I remembered my bindi. You know, we should all live in a way in which we can benefit each other greatly. That's it. Can you imagine a life where everybody is just benefiting each other? No one's being scared about being robbed, because that's what capitalism is, right? Capitalism is very dog eat dog. Was it dog on? Oh yeah, it's not dog on dog. Dog eat dog? I don't know. Dog versus dog? I don't know. Something like that. You know, where it's only one person can win. But in fact, if only one person's winning, then I don't think it's winning. Because if you're winning at the expense of everybody else in your community, are you really winning? Nippy, I don't know what that means. You're not really winning. You know, and I feel that everybody has the ability to start their own business. Tell me something. Do women really admire those terrible, daring, hero, criminal kind of guys? You're hearing so well. Okay, thank you, Rick, for that question. What women want in a man? Okay, first of all, it depends what kind of woman you're talking to, because there are some women who are in the princess energy, you could say. Women who want men to just support them, to save them almost. That's why you want a Prince Charming, because you are not able to embody your masculine energy, so you're not able to kind of fund your own life and be independent. Because the thing is, look, there are two types of women, right? Well, the kind of spectrum that we find women on nowadays is very independent, I don't need a man, or very, I want a man to take care of me financially, etc. I cannot speak Nepali, no. I can speak Punjabi though. You know, and they want men to take care of them. But in the middle is queen. So the queen can take care of herself, but she's not hyper independent, so she can have that space to invite a man into her life. So, you know, do women like criminals? It depends who the woman is, but a healthy woman wouldn't want someone who's a criminal, I don't think. Of course you wouldn't. I mean, that's the stress in that, right? We want a man who has a balance of both energies, who has confidence, who has purpose, who is driven, who is mastering his masculine energy, but he also values women, he values wisdom, he values feminine energy, he respects that. And you want a mixture. You don't just want someone who's very scared and fearful and just want to leave their home or step outside their comfort zone. But then again, you don't want someone who's constantly doing that and who's super rebellious, and you know, is trying to be an alpha. I think if you come to me and try to tell me you're an alpha male, I don't think there's anything more unattractive to that, especially for me. Whereas my cute sister, can I talk Hindi and Punjabi? मैं बोल सकती हूँ हिंदी तो पंजाबी, मैंने ये नहीं पता भी सारे ਨੂੰ समझ लगूगी ਜਾਂ नहीं लगूगी, पर ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ शायद actually नहीं, मैं ਕੀ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੀ ਹਾਂ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਜੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਲੱਗੂਗੀ ਜਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੂਗੀ, ਪਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਵਾਂ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਕੀ ਖੁਆਇਸ਼ ਆ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਸਾਂਝੀਆਂ ਕਰਾਂ। ਕਦੀ ਕਦੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹਨਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲਣ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਔਖਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਯੂ ਆਰ ਸੋ ਕਿਊਟ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ ਟੋਨਿਊ ਕਿਊਟੀ। ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ, ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਹਾਂਜੀ, and I hope that answered your question, Rick, about why. I think you know what it is. Guru Pashupati, I don't know if you guys have heard of him. Let me know if you have heard of him. He was saying about how Hollywood and Bollywood and media has really influenced culture so much, right? We get all of these cultural things from movies, rom-coms. Oh my god, romantic love is the highest type of love. If you don't have a partner, then this. And then in Bollywood, oh, if you like a woman, then stalk her. Keep going. She's very cute. She's very, very cute and shiny. Wow, interesting. You know, Bollywood gives us these standards of keep pursuing a woman, stalk her. Resistance is the key to persistence. Yeah, something like that. I remember some guy said that once. But you know, I was speaking to one of my friends, right? And I said to him, okay, so how do you what's your game? Not game. Like, how do you approach women? Like, how do you pursue women? Do you chase women? Like, what is it? And he said that he doesn't actually chase women, and I was very surprised. And he was saying how pursuing a woman is what did he say? It's not healthy, because the point he was trying to make was, can you leave your abusive parents forever? Yes, you can. I mean, I don't know if you want to say forever, but of course no one should be abusing you. That's not okay. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your parents, your sisters, your brothers, your dog, your cat, anybody. You should never ever take that. You are worth way more than that. And the thing is, the moment you remove yourself from that situation, they will respect you more. They don't respect you because you'll take it. There's also one thing that Guru Pashupati was saying. He was talking about how the lady asked, she said, why do men rape women, you know? And then he said it's because, I know this is going to sound really controversial, but I get what he's trying to say. He said it's because they know that they can get away with it. It's because some women have really, really low self-worth, and then they don't say anything. And then he actually went to a prison in India, right? And then in the prison they had a lot of rapists, and the guard was like, do you want to speak to them? And he was like, yeah, of course, I want to know why they did it. And then he went up to this one guy and said, okay, you know, why do you do it? And these people actually thought that they were like Gandhi, that they're doing some social work right now, that these women deserve it, that these women are bad. And then he, obviously, Guru Pashupati is trying to explain to him, you know, but what about this? But what about this? And then the guy just eventually gets angry and he says, watch, when I get out of here, I'm going to find you. And then Guru Pashupati was saying, first of all, he took his finger and he bent his finger back. Then he said, if you come to me, I'll eat you. You know, like, I'll just eat you alive, because he has a lot of power. He's, you know, he knows like 44 different types of martial arts, and he really encourages women to learn self-defense. And I feel like that is so incredibly important. A woman knowing self-defense is everything, because that gives you power, and that's what we need. Because, for example, if I want to travel alone, right, what's my fear? Oh my god, no, it's dangerous for a woman, I can't do this. But if I'm someone who has a lot of power, because he was saying that he could take on 100 men, he said that he wouldn't be scared. You know, he's so fearless that he would literally, what, he wouldn't, what, my cute sister's coming. Yeah, I thought nowadays they don't really have independent opinion, mostly influence. Yep, of course. Who is the person you keep referring to, by the way? Guru Pashupati, that's his name, Guru Pashupati. I would really recommend watching him. He's amazing. He's super, obviously he's enlightened, he's activated his siddhis and stuff, and he teaches women, etc. But okay, Ria, do you want to say hello?
Hello.
My sister's here.
Hi, the cute one's here.
Oh my god, did he see you?
Dude, oh guys, look at my hair though.
Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
But yeah, definitely search Guru Pashupati. Well, I guess this is my call. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I will link. Yeah, she looks amazing. I will link.
Those are big heels though. Oh my god. Wow.
They're massive heels.
Which one are we going to? Do you know?
No.
Oh, the Ligo one.
Oh, he's being out where we're going.
No, there's no.
Okay, guys, I gotta go. I love you, and I will be seeing you soon. Say bye.
Bye.
The guy, can you just look at my camera, by the way? No, don't go. I love your lectures. Baby, they're not lectures.
They're passion.
It's just, how does everyone in your family have that confident smile? They get it from me, obviously. I'm kidding.
Alright.
I don't know, it runs in the genes. Come on, line again, take care. I will do. It does run in the family. Bye, guys. Take care.